Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm an intuitive and a healer. Today's video is going to be on what your ancestors would like you to know. I have 3 piles to choose from. I have pile 1 with the pink perfume bottle, pile 2 with the green perfume bottle, and pile 3 with the blue perfume bottle. You can make your choice. Pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you in your reading. Timestamps are below. Welcome group 1 to your reading. Right, what do your ancestors want you to know? Okay, they are saying that they're really proud of you. So we've got energy coming from the past that's come into this time to be transmuted and to be taken out of the family line, family DNA, and you're the person that's doing it. So they want you to know that they really appreciate this, and this is going to reverberate down into future generations. It's going to reverberate out to the side to your siblings if you have any, your cousins if you have any, your second cousins, and it does go quite a fair way out. And it's also going to reverberate up. So even for people who have passed, there is going to be a change here. So for some of you, this is about fortune, or money management and finances. For others of you, it's about health. So there may be a family affliction that runs down some of your family lines, or there may be a problem with holding on to finances in a family line. So what they're telling me is that you have volunteered to come in and to change this, and they just want to congratulate you on that, because it's something that has been going on for centuries, and you are breaking the chain. So you may be doing this unconsciously, so it may be something that's happening in your sleep, or you've just come in to be a vessel for this change to happen, or it may be something that you're doing consciously, so you're making an effort maybe to heal something or to change the family's finances for the good in a permanent way, or at least for another cycle, which everything has cycles. And a cycle will last between 500 to 1,000 years. So that's what's going on here. Your ancestors want you to say this hasn't been an easy journey for you, and they acknowledge that. And they say there's still a few things to overcome, but you're pretty much there. You've done a lot of work already, and they're really, really pleased with that outcome. They also want you to know that when you do clear this family karma, it also helps crossed over loved ones not to have to live that again in another incarnation, so they won't have to carry that same lesson forward. So you're doing it for the greater good. You're doing it for quite a lot of people. You are a soul that takes on a big burden throughout some of your lifetimes. You're quite advanced. You've been around for a long time, and you're at the point now where you're not just clearing your own karma, you're clearing other people's karma. And in this case, it's family. It's stuff for your family. So there may be a congenital or genetic disease that runs through your family, or a genetic disposition to have, say, maybe heart disease or kidney disease, or it could be anything, allergies, asthma, or something similar to that, where you are now clearing that. It's going to end more or less with you. So your ancestors just want to acknowledge that and say that they are supporting you in this journey. They're very, very pleased with your progress. They're saying keep going because you're nearly there. And they want to thank you for themselves, but also for the whole family and for anyone that this touches, because you've taken on a big role and they really appreciate it. Thank you, Group 1, for attending the reading. That's a really, really lovely reading. If you'd like more of this content, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next reading. Welcome, Group 2, to your reading. Your ancestors are being a little bit shy here. I can see them kind of peeping around something. They want to acknowledge you, and they want to acknowledge the work you've done, but not do so directly. It's almost like they need an intermediary here. So I don't know if you yourself maybe has some skills in mediumship or clairvoyance or something like that, but maybe you've shied away from it because it's like it's not a direct message from your ancestors. It's through a middleman that I'm getting. Or maybe you have family beliefs where people don't communicate once they've crossed over. But either way, I'm just letting you know that they're a little bit shy with me and peeping around the corner. Okay, what would they like you to know? They like you to know that being at peace in your life is the best gift you can ever give yourself. They would like you to know that being content with what you have is very important. That doesn't mean you can't strive for more, but they want you to appreciate everything in your life and your connectiveness with everything around you, particularly nature and Mother Earth. This is a very strong pull in your ancestral line, is the connectiveness to nature and Mother Earth. Perhaps you've lost some of that connectiveness lately, and they would like you to reconnect again, because it's part of your strength, part of your therapy, and part of your peace, if you like, is being out in nature, and is, I almost want to say, living off the land, being part of all that is through nature. They want to say that it wasn't that long ago that your family was living off the land, if you like, and purely being part of nature. And there's such a strong connectivity there that you struggle when you're not close to nature. Also, I feel that sometimes today's technology really interferes with who you are as a person and as a nature spirit. And you find that whatever gifts you have, that any foresight or anything like that, is severely hampered by technology and artificial light and anything that's artificial food additives, perhaps, anything that's artificial and not nature-made, anything that's man-made, you do struggle with. And so in order to get back into balance, being part of nature is very important for you. And leaving the mobile phone at home and going for a walk through the bush, or whatever it happens to be, wherever you feel at home in nature. But try and leave the technology behind when you do this. And it's almost like you need to take a nature bath on a regular basis. So, for instance, if you work in an office, what they're saying is after work, leave your technology behind and go for a walk in nature. And almost, it's like you are bathing in nature. It could be literal, hopping in the ocean or in a body of water that's not man-made. Really natural, getting back to your roots type behaviour. And that needs to be done on a daily basis. And when you do that, you will be at peace and you'll be content, because that's where your peacefulness comes from. That's where your inner peace comes from. And you'll be able to cope much better with the pressures of daily life. There's almost a childlike fairy type quality to this. And so you may feel more free and connected to your inner child when you're out in nature. And I just want to smile and just be happy in this space, because it's really, really lovely. And that's probably your true nature. And that's probably the same for all of your family, or most of you anyway. So if anyone in your family seems like they're very out of balance or struggling, pull them into nature without any technology, and they will hit the reset button. Okay, that's all I have for you, Group 2. Hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like more of the same, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Group 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just tuning in here to the energy of your ancestors. Oh, they're coming forth. So I get the sense that your ancestry may have been in the military. There may be a lot of soldiers in your ancestry, because I feel that there's a real fighting spirit with this group. Like you just fight, not for the sake of fighting, but you have a strong determination and a fight for what you believe in. And I feel that perhaps this is strong with your ancestors too. I'm being shown Vikings. I'm being shown samurai warriors. I'm being shown Scottish Highlanders. So yeah, a real bunch of warriors, if you like. So what they're showing me is that this group might be really interested in team sports, because that's where their warrior type energy comes out. And also in business, and like a very competitive business too, and the fighting spirit comes out. What they want to say here is that as far as karma goes, you just need to be very careful to use your fighting spirit in a constructive rather than destructive way. Because when you're using it for destruction of others in some form, or if you're using it in a negative way, you are attracting the same towards you, but in a greater amount. So just to have a bit of balance in there, that may be one of the lessons that you need to learn this lifetime, that competition is good in a healthy mix. They're also saying you need to be aware that sometimes there is no need to fight. Sometimes you just have to let things be. But they admire your tenacity. They see that spirit that's determined, and if there's a barrier in your way, you will hurdle over it. It's just like you really enjoy challenges, Group 3. And that's part of your family lineage. Every now and then there might be someone who doesn't have it, but a lot of people in your family do have it. There's sort of, I'm hearing the word gotcha, kind of, it's like you do like to chase after things to, have that challenge of it, attaining that goal. They are saying that when you get to that goal, it doesn't mean you have to make an even loftier goal. They want you just to be in that space and be content for a little while before you go after your next goal. Because what they're showing me there is high blood pressure and heart stress with that constant go, 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 go type attitude. So they do want you to take rest times. However, I feel that this group has probably got quite a fast metabolism and a real get up and go and a real drive to do things. They're action orientated. They're saying that one of the lessons that you do need to learn is when to let go of control, because sometimes you have to trust people to do things for you, and so that especially if you're moving on to another goal. Sometimes what you're trying to do is keep hold of everything and control everything, and it's humanly impossible to do so. So that was just one of the last messages they want to leave with you. They said they are traveling with you throughout this, and they lend their fighting spirit when it's required. And they really admire the job you're doing. So that's lovely, Group 3. Thanks for joining me today in this reading, and I will see you in the next one.